So Fabco Dirtcar Pro Stock ready to go. Is 20 laps will be the distance. Last year's winner on opening day, it was Bruno Richard. He has since moved on to the Panther Framework 602 crate sprint cars. Again, we'll go with Victory Lane interviews with Keegan Nyer and the winner of the Fabco Dirtcar Pro Stock feature right after this one. Coming up after this, we'll have the first feature of the season for the Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirtcar 358 Modifieds, followed by the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirtcar Sportsman. We'll finish the night off with the Panther Framework 602 crate sprint cars and the Sundance Leisure Thundercar division here tonight. Once again, thanking everybody from VP Racing Fuels and Number One Speed Equipment out of Watertown for being on hand with us here this evening. Lineup looks like this. It will be the 12S of Dakota Sharp on the pole, along with 57 of Kevin Federley Jr. Row number 2, it is the 28 of Burton Ward. Alongside, we will find the car number 2 of Pete Stefanski. Row number 3, it will be Blaine Nichols, the 22B, and the 690 of Sid Harmer Jr. Ian Brissett is back with us in the number 1X, along with the 75 of Eli Gilbert from Brazier Falls. Final row, Denny Govro in the 72 and the 16 of Tim Bailey. So Sharp and Federley will lead him down to green. Mike Leclerc will look him over. Once again, all starts and restarts will be at that white cone coming off at turn number 4. There's 3 implement tires over there, and that cone is right on the one in the middle there. So we're set to go. 20 laps is the distance. Dakota Sharp and Kevin Federley Jr. on the front row. Green lights are on and we're underway. And Dakota Sharp wasting no time, jumping into the lead. Federley there for second, then everybody after Burton Ward for the 3 spot. As Ward has it, the 2 of Pete Stefanski right there with him, and now they're all going after Federley for the runner-up spot, and Harmer gets into the act as well, as does Blaine Nichols, and Harmer and Stefanski get hooked onto one another. Everybody straightens it out into turn number 1, and Harmer picks up a couple of spots, moves to 4. Stefanski relegated back to the 6th spot. In the meantime, it is the 12 of Dakota Sharp in control, holding on to the race lead for a car length lead over Kevin Federley Jr. up off at turn number 4 and down to the line. Harmer goes around, collects Eli Gilbert. Tim Bailey spins to avoid hitting anybody, and yellow lights are on at lap number 2. Set to go. 2 laps are complete. 18 more to go. Dakota Sharp will pick up the lead here as we get set to go back to green. Mike Leclerc will look him over. Kevin Federley Jr. on the high side off of turn number 4. We're back underway. Sharp once again picks up the top spot. Burton Ward trying to challenge Federley for the 2 spot as they hit the back straightaway. Good move by Blaine Nichols. He picks up 4th from Pete Stefanski. The veteran, though, goes back after him down on the low lane, and another veteran in Denny Govro right there with him to challenge up off of turn number 4 and back down to the line. 3 down, 17 to go. Dakota Sharp with the advantage up off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Federley still second. In the meantime, though, here comes Pete Stefanski. Got around Blaine Nichols for the 4 spot. Closes in on Burton Ward for 3rd. Into turn number 3 and 4. Now a good battle going on for the 5 position here with Denny Govero and Blaine Nichols going at it. In the meantime, down the front straightaway, Dakota Sharp continues to show the way. Federley trying to fend off Burton Ward for the 2 spot. Ward down on the bottom. Federley right through the middle, and Stefanski right there with him as well off of turn number 2. And Denny Govero completes the top 5 as they work in lap number 5 in this 20-lap feature go for the Fabco Dirtcar Pro Stocks. And right now, Dakota Sharp trying to hold on and win, and Nichols gets twisted around. Ian Brezek gets a piece of him over there in turn number 4. Everybody continues on, though. We stay green. And right now, Dakota Sharp with the advantage. About 7 car lengths is the spread between the top 2. Federley still in second, but Pete Stefanski has been picking them off one at a time here. He's been getting a car every lap and has now moved his way up behind to challenge Federley for the 2 spot down in front. 6 down, 14 more to go for Dakota Sharp. Still quite a ways to go in this one as they exit turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Pete Stefanski is right there with Federley as they hit the back stretch into turn number 3. Now Stefanski dives down low. All this happening behind your leader, Dakota Sharp, up off of turn number 4 and across the line. Side-by-side battle for position number 2, and Stefanski by a nose into turn number 1. He'll pick up the runner-up position. Federley trying to fight back on that high lane, but Stefanski, the veteran, knows these cars better than anybody. Picks up position number 2 and looks to go after the race leader. Up off of turn number 4 and across the line this time by Kevin Federley, trying to find the way back by Stefanski. That didn't quite work. Federley falls in line to 3rd. Burton Ward, Sid Harmer Jr., the top 5 as we work in lap number 8. 8 laps are complete. And it is still the 12 of Dakota Sharp in control, but for how much longer? Because Pete Stefanski is charging through the field quickly. Top 3 have pretty much pulled away from the rest of the field. Good battle going on for the number 4 spot right now between Burton Ward and the 28 and the 690 of Sid Harmer Jr. Down across the line, halfway home, 10 down, 10 to go. Dakota Sharp would love nothing better than to hold on and get his first ever win, but Pete Stefanski, the veteran, would love nothing better than to take it away. Down the back straightaway they go. It is still the top 2 being Dakota Sharp and Pete Stefanski. They're going to settle it amongst themselves right now as Federley has drifted back just a little bit as he holds on to 3rd. 690 of Harmer is 4th, followed by Burton Ward in the 5 spot. Denny Govero 6th, Eli Gilbert is 7th, 8th is Tim Bailey, 9th is Ian Brezett, Blaine Nichols completes the field in 10th. As they work it down the back straightaway, 11 complete, coming around to complete lap number 12. Can Pete Stefanski close the gap and take the win away from Dakota Sharp? We're going to find out. 8 laps left to go. Sharp still in control of the field. Stefanski, though, within 2 car lengths up off of corner number 2 and down the back straightaway. Looks like a little more straightaway speed for the 12 of Sharp. Stefanski able to get a better run through the bottom side of the racetrack in the corners, though. Up into 3 and 4 they go this time by. Good battle behind the top 2 drivers for 3rd. Federley has it. Harmer trying to take it away from him. Down across the line they go. 13 down, 7 to go for Dakota Sharp still into turn number 1 and 2. Gap still stabilized at about 2.5 car lengths down the back straightaway. Pete Stefanski still there for 2nd. 3rd, a good battle between Harmer and the 57 of Federley. Up into turn number 3 and 4. Sharp drifts off the bottom. That's not something you want to do when you got Pete Stefanski behind you. 14 down, 6 to go. Sharp with the lead, but Stefanski is right there with him. Up off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Pete Stefanski trying to reel in the race leader. He is right there with him, though. One mistake by Sharp, and that could be the difference right here. Here comes Stefanski down on the bottom of the racetrack. Sharp shuts the door up off the corner. We got 5 to go. 5 laps remain. Dakota Sharp trying to run away and high, but Pete Stefanski is not going to let that happen. He's down the back straightaway. A car length separates the top 2 drivers right now. Into turn number 3 and 4. We'll have 4 to go when they come back down to the line this time by Dakota Sharp trying to hold off the veteran Pete Stefanski for the win. 4 to go for Sharp as Stefanski giving chase. Now here comes Sid Harmer. He's cleared the 57 of Federley to try to chase down the top 2 drivers. Could Harmer play spoiler in this one too? As he hustled down the back straightaway, we'll have 3 to go, and Dakota Sharp trying to beat the best in this division. Stefanski right there to challenge from second. Harmer right there into the mix as well. Up off of turn number 4, back down to the line. 3 to go for Dakota Sharp. Top 2 have been battling on that inside lane this entire race, but I'll tell you what, Sid Harmer Jr. is closing the gap quickly. This is going to be a 3-car battle for the win before it's over with as they work into turn number 3 and 4. Down across the line, we'll have 2 to go. Dakota Sharp trying to hold that inside lane. Stefanski takes a peek to the bottom. Not going to happen that time. We've got 2 to go. Watch for Harmer in that 3rd spot. He's driving that car deeper into the corner every lap. He's closing in on Pete Stefanski for 2nd. Into turn number 3 and 4. Dakota Sharp with the lead, but here comes Sid Harmer Jr. 3-car battle for the lead in the opening day for the Fabco Dirtcar Pro Stocks. White flag in the air for Dakota Sharp. Sharp gets away from Stefanski by about a car length. Here comes Sid Harmer on that outside lane, though. Harmer looking to make up some ground late in the going. He's by Stefanski for 2nd. Going after Dakota Sharp for the lead. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Sid Harmer Jr. to the high side. Dakota Sharp down low. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Dakota Sharp picking up the win. Oh my, what a battle to the finish. Harmer gets 2nd. Stefanski goes to 3rd. And we will go trackside.
You better be happy with a 25 lap race. Yeah.
First night as crew chief. How about it? First win. How about it for Dakota Sharp? Well, to get your first one, sometimes you got to beat the best in the world. Come on over here, Dakota. That was one heck of a drive. You got Pete Stefanski on your back bumper. Then all of a sudden, Sid Harmer shows up. I'll tell you, what's going through your mind out there?
Well, I looked up at the scoreboard, and I saw there was a 2 behind me, so I knew something wasn't going to be good. And then I heard Harmer on the outside of me, so I figured I might better get on it here the last lap and lay it down and stick it out front.
A few struggles last year. You didn't have the season you wanted. To come back out of the gates right here tonight, pick up the win, especially against 2 of the best in this division. How does that make you feel, your confidence going forward?
It feels good. It's been a long time coming. This car been wrecked like 5 times, so I got a new manimal sitting in the shop at home, so that'll be out in the next couple weeks. And then this one's going to go probably into retirement at that point. But
you got some pretty good crew behind you here. You got a couple of drivers that know what they're doing on these cars, don't you?
Yeah, I got to thank Tyler Bushy. He works for me at my shop, and he helped me out a lot today. My brother always helps me.
I'll tell you what, man, congratulations. You were in this one. Celebrate a little bit tonight, will you?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Dakota Sharp gets the job done tonight.